Hello children, this is a part 2 of your second chapter. Learning objectives of this video is as same as the first one. Topics to be covered in this video. First is the goals of 5-year plan, in which first one is growth, second one is modernization, third one is self-reliance, and the last one is equity. Next is agriculture, in which we will discuss about land reform, land ceiling, the green revolution, and the debate over the subsidies. Growth. How can we say that the country is growing? We can measure the country growing capacity to produce the output of goods and services within the country, or we can say the flow of goods and services in the country. If the flow of goods and services in a country is increasing, then the GDP of the country is as well as increasing. So we can measure the growth in terms of GDP. A good indicator of economic growth is a steady increase of GDP. GDP of a country derived from three different sectors, which are agriculture sector, industrial sector, and service sector. Now, we can understand the concept of GDP with the example of a cake. If the population is growing, then the size of cake should be increased so that each and every person belongs to the country enjoy the cake. Like the same way, the contribution made by each of these sectors make up the structural composition of the economy. Modernization is basically represent to adoption of new technology in agriculture or in industrial sector. To adoption of new technology is called modernization, and not only the term of technology, also in the social perspective, also social outlook, also to make changes in social outlook such as recognition that women should have the same rights as men, that she can also work, she can contribute herself towards the working sector, where she can work, she want to work, she is willing to work, so that she can also somewhere support our country in the process of increasing GDP or any other way. Okay, this is basically the modernization mean, not only in the new technology perspective, but also in the social outlook, change in social outlook. Self-reliance. Now it's time to promote our country growth. Fine. So we should stop importing or avoid importing, at least for such goods and services which we can produce in our country. Okay. Because somewhere by using our own resources, we can promote our economic growth to reduce dependence on other foreign countries, especially on food. So for this, we have to say no to import, and we promote the goods and services which we can produce in our India. Equity. Equity is not in the term of equalization, it is in term of to give, to distribute such like this so that everyone can cherish the economic growth of our country. It is important to ensure that the benefit of economic prosperity reach to the poorest section as well as being enjoyed by the rich only. Okay, now growth, modernization, and self-reliance by themselves may not improve the kind of living standard or the how they are living from till now. By the equity, we can change this. If by this picture we can understand this concept, this is equality when we are giving one box to each one of them. But equity is when we are giving boxes such like this that everyone can reach to the tree to enjoy the fruit of the tree. Okay, this is equity which we are supposed to have in our 5-year plan. Next is full employment. This term is not mentioned in NCERT book, but this is as well as important. It refers to a situation when all the people in the working age group are actually engaged in some gainful employment. Let me clear you, full employment doesn't mean zero unemployment. Full employment means when a person is able to work, he is willing to work, he is getting the job on the same wage rate जो उसको provide किया जा रहा है at that time. Okay, this is full employment. When everyone is getting job who is able to work, willing to work on that particular wage rate. The low productivity of agriculture sector forced India to import food from the United States of America on the eve of independence, or we can say after the independence. There was a time when we used to import food from America because we don't have that much, so that हम अपनी country को sufficiently distribute कर सकें. Because of this, equity in agriculture called for land reforms, which primarily refer to change in the ownership of land holding. Because exploitation agriculture का already through the Britishes बहुत हो चुका था due to the जमींदारी system, as we had discussed in our last chapter. जमींदारी systems के through exploitation through जमींदार्स बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ था of the tillers. Now, the change in ownership of land holding, just 1 year after the independence, steps were taken and abolish intermediaries and make the tillers the owner of the land. It was the motive. This is supposed to done by the government in their 5-year policy. Yes, now the second one is land ceiling. It is also for the goal of equity. This means fixing the maximum size of land which could be owned by an individual. The purpose of land ceiling was to reduce the concentration of land ownership in few hands. After that, 200 tenants came in direct contact with government, and land reforms were successful in Kerala and West Bengal. In this procedure, everyone, the tillers, getting the fixed amount of land for their production of their agriculture, and somewhere there was too many loopholes also in that through zamindars, because they were not happy due to this. उनका अपना land उन्हीं के टेलर्स को दिया जा रहा है जो कि उनके लैंड पे काम करते थे. Why they would be happy? But the reason was on the past basis जो उन्होंने किया था, due to that the land ceiling has done in that time, on that time. Green Revolution. The Green Revolution is approximately has run in between 1960s to 1970s. This refers to large increase in production of food grains resulting from the use of high yielding varieties, especially for wheat and rice. And the use of HYV seed was restricted to the more affluent states such as Punjab, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Green Revolution implies exponential increase in agriculture production owing to a substantial jump over crop productivity, stabilizing of high level of agriculture production over a long period of time. Okay, this is the basic motive of Green Revolution. Correct use of fertilizers, pesticides, and also the supply. Now, in the second phase of Green Revolution, the HYV technology spread to a larger number of states, जिसकी वजह से और अलग अलग वैरायटी के क्रॉप्स प्रोड्यूस होने लग गए थे, and the portion of agriculture produce which is sold in the market by farmers is called marketed surplus. Now, due to this, the productivity of crops are increasing, and instead of importing of food grains, India was the exporter of food grains now. और जिसकी हमारे पास बफर में स्टॉक होने लग गया फूड ग्रेन का to be used for emergencies, so that we can use at the time of emergencies. There was a substantial increase in marketed surplus, as we have discussed here, imply a change in outlook towards farming. So farmer was no longer considered merely as a mean of subsistence farming जो हम लोग करते थे. Instead, it came to be considered as commercial proposition yielding profits now. The debate over subsidies. The government offered and mass subsidies to the user of HYV technology. Basically, it was a view to ensuring benefits of new technology to the smallholders, because there was a risk factor. The farmers was using it first time. So for this, subsidies were given to the farmers on fertilizers, because the fertilizers, pesticides, and water supply are using in correct amount when we are having high yielding variety of seeds. Now, subsidies are meant to benefit the farmers, but a substantial amount of fertilizer subsidy also benefit the fertilizer industries. On purchase of chemical fertilizers and related inputs, subsidy was offered to them. Devoid of subsidies, new technology would be the monopolized by the big and the rich farmers. The gulf between the large and small farmers would have further widened. मतलब कहीं ना कहीं सब्सिडीज का फ़ायदा रिच फार्मर्स बहुत उठा रहे थे, जबकि ये हम लोगों ने पुअर फार्मर्स के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिट के लिए रखी गई थी, सो दैट इफ दे आर नॉट एबल टू अफोर्ड द फर्टिलाइजर्स, सो द सब्सिडीज आर मेंट टू देम, एंड इट इज आर्ग्यूड दैट देयर इज नो case for continuing with the fertilizer subsidies now, because it is not benefited by the targeted group जिनके लिए ये बनाया गया था, and there is a huge burden on the government finance due to this. Thank you for watching this video. We will continue this chapter in our next video.